you intend to start a profitable business, do not choose your sector based on passion or popularity. You'll be setting yourself up for failure. For example, the most profitable industries tend to be highly consolidated with very few large players. But in contrast, the least lucrative ones tend to be highly fragmented. So, if you're serious about generating up to £1 million in the next 1 to 5 years, you need to know about these 3 sectors. Whether you're looking to expand your portfolio, launch a new venture, or pivot your current business, understanding where to focus your efforts on is critical. However, this video isn't just about naming the sectors. I would also share the principles behind identifying profitable industries. Why is this so? Because the market shifts, of course, and what's relevant today might not be relevant tomorrow. By mastering these principles, you not only succeed in this year, but you'll also be equipped to adapt to future opportunities, and that is so crucial. So if generating substantial returns in the next 1 to 5 years aligns with your business goals, these insights are for you. So let's dive in. To understand which sectors to invest in, you need to master 2 key principles. Just 2. 1, you can master some more, but 2 are fine for now. 1, government regulations and policies. Governments set the tone for investment trends. Things like deregulation, tax incentives, and subsidies create fertile ground for businesses to thrive in. Just ask the top 1%. Identifying where governments are removing barriers or actively investing in allows you as a business owner to strategize and ensure that your strategy is in line with significant tailwinds. For example, when the UK government prioritized digital infrastructure, it unlocked massive opportunities in telecoms and cloud services. Now, the second point, which is so crucial that you must understand, is this: GDP contributors and investment trends. Major GDP contributors are indicators of strong market demand. But more importantly, look at where institutional investors like venture capitals and PE firms are placing their bets. Trends in things like IPOs, M&As signal where the promising opportunities lie, because you tend to be going with the tailwind of where capital is being pushed to. And that's much easier to make £1 million than to try your best to make $1 from like 1 million people. With these 2 principles in mind, let's talk about 3 must-watch sectors for the next 1 to 5 years. First up, technology. This one might seem obvious, but let's dig into why it's such a powerful play for the coming year.
The UK has had a big question mark over its productivity. Yes, I think so. This technology is coming anyway. It's coming international. It's going to come to the private sector. The question for the UK is, how do we take advantage?
The UK tech sector has been growing exponentially, now boasting more unicorn startups than any other country in Europe. Here's why. The UK continues to back tech innovation through tax relief for R&D and direct investment in emerging technologies like AI, robotics, quantum computing, and this results in better margins for players in these sectors. Another factor understanding that principle of government regulations and GDP contribution is that technology accounts for a massive chunk of the UK's GDP. Institutional investors have recently poured billions into emerging tech like AI, robotics, and also quantum computing. But you don't have to be a software developer to leverage these opportunities. Benefiting from the tech sector is not just about coding. It involves your soft, no-coding skills to increase market adoption for these new technologies, providing valuable solutions to real-world problems. If tech feels out of reach, let's talk about a sector you cannot ignore, and that's healthcare. The healthcare industry in the UK is undergoing massive transformation. The NHS is integrating more private partnerships and technology in its operation. Plus, private healthcare demand is skyrocketing as people look for faster, more personalized care. With significant policy push for digital health solutions like telemedicine, AI diagnostics, and health tech startups, The government is allocating funds, yes, funds, specifically for innovative healthcare projects. But that's not all. Healthcare consistently ranks among the top contributors to the UK's GDP. Private equity and venture capital deals in the UK recently grew by over 30%, with majority of that within healthcare. For you as an entrepreneur, the opportunity lies in you supporting healthcare organizations with scalable tech-driven solutions, such as workforce management platforms for hospitals, AI diagnostic tools, or supply chain optimization systems for medical equipment providers. Finally, the third sector. This is renewable energy. It's quite dicey, I know, somewhat controversial, but with the UK committed to net zero emissions by 2050, the government has introduced substantial subsidies and deregulations to attract investment in renewables. Policies supporting solar, wind, and energy storage are creating opportunities for adjacent businesses. But that's not all. Foreign direct investments in renewables have soared, and big players like BP and Shell are pivoting towards green energy solutions. This is a space where innovation meets necessity, creating abundant potential for new ventures. But remember, success isn't just about picking the right sector, it's about understanding the principles that drive profitability, knowing where policies are creating opportunities, and following the money to align with investor trends. If your business goals include scaling, innovating, and entering a new market, now is the time to start planning. I'll leave a link in the description below to businesses that help you as a business owner achieve these objectives. And in my next video, I'll dive into the 3 sectors that you must avoid as a business owner in the coming years. These are industries that might look promising on the surface but are weighed down by challenges like market saturation, declining demand, tight margins, and shifting regulations. So, if failure is not your desired outcome in the coming years, subscribe.